Hey everyone, Wednesday, I'm back. My voice is getting better. There is still a weak croakiness to it, a bit of a wobble, but I'm getting better. Hey Caraposh. I was actually rushing to get this live. I was, oh my god, it's time. I had to get my drink, my peanuts. If you can just see them there. Hope you're okay. I'm just playing around with something here, a possible solution for something, and it to do with pop-ups. And I had it working, and now it's not working properly, so I just got to play around with it a little bit. Just doing something a little bit different. I think I've got it working quite well. So it's basically where I'm rearranging the field layouts. But I'm just trying to make it work. Hey Paul from Ohio. How are you? Hope you're okay. I still have the elements of the croakiness in my voice. Really sorry. But it is a whole lot better than it was before, right? That used to annoy the life out of me, Paul. You know when you're creating your text and you get that annoying space at the bottom. Oh, it really annoyed the life out of me, that did. Hated it. Especially when you know you're going to have a client who might start editing their page. Text editor, they do that. You know, and then it kind of, things don't align, do they? Now write your image and your wording, they're like that. But boy, did that annoy me. Hated it. And I still don't quite understand why it's not just standard. Right? It should, if I want to add some extra bottom margin to my text editor, I'll do that in my margin and padding. I still don't get why. There are some things about Elementor that I often stop and go, why? Why is that not fixed? Why do I have to add in code? Hey, Jimmy. How's you doing any more doodling, photoshopping? Oh, Carapass, are you still on that Visual Composer website? Dude. Get rid of it. Gotta get rid of it, man. Gotta get rid of that field. So I'm just playing around with a bit of site origin CSS because I just want to I'm doing something a bit creative with forms, messing around with them. How long did that image take you though when you did the hypertension with the balloon? How long did that take you, Jimmy? Oh, Carapass, I know. I've only ever worked on one site with Visual Composer. Never again. I mean it, never again. Because it did my head in. I mean, proper did my head in. Hold on, I'm just got to get back to this page. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy, right? I used to do a lot of photoshopping. I was more drawing rather than blending, you know, like different elements. I wasn't that great at blending. But yeah, it takes a lot of time, you know, a lot of time and a lot of effort. Just trying to work something out here. There's got to be a way to do that without... Ah, can you actually see what I'm doing? You see this message field, right? Watch this, right? See that message field? See the message field over there? With a bit of code, I'm rearranging it. So it might be that, you know, I'm basically trying to create a different structure for the form using a bit of code. But this is more for a tutorial video. So I'm just messing around. I think that's a good thing to do, Jimmy. Show your different skill sets and what you can do. For sure. Yeah. Ah, there you go. Column 40. Oh, well done, Jimmy. I mean, that's a great moment. You're going to be at WordCamp. Well done. Don't worry about questions. I just emailed them directly. Maybe that's not working. Keyboy Taylor. My email address is... I'm just sticking it down there for you. Yeah, I mean, that's great, isn't it? In the town you live in, Porto. It's perfect. No, this is a test website, Jimmy. This is the one I'm always messing around on. So I'm just experimenting with something. Just experimenting. Just trying to just create something a little bit different. Just a little bit different, that's all. You know me, I like to find a different way of doing something. So I start to mess around, don't I? I think that's the field I'm after. I think it's that one. Sorry if I go quiet, by the way, everyone. I don't mean to go quiet. I'm just trying to get my head around what I'm doing here. No, that didn't work. Oh, of course not. I didn't close that bracket. Okay. Exactly. I'm onto something here. I'm onto something. I'm just trying to get it to work. I'm nearly there with it. I'm nearly there with it. I think I'm there with it. I'm just trying to make sure I get my right. So I'm inspecting the page as well while I'm editing. So I'm inspecting to try and get my syntax correct. Hey, Pickstar, Carapace. Why am I saying Carapace? I've already said hi to him. Field, how do I write this? I'll go back into site origin CSS because I think I'm going to get this bit wrong if I don't use that. Yeah, that's what I want. The reason I like site origin CSS is it kind of gives you the code you need to write. So if I just now adjust the layout ever so slightly, like, did that even do anything? I don't think that did anything. Maybe I'm on the wrong one. No, not hover. Button. There we go. If I do 100, something like that. You see over here, it writes the code for you. I'm doing okay, Pickstar. Voice is getting better. Well, I think the voice is getting better. What are you up to? Yeah. Unfortunately for everyone, my voice is on the mend. Someone on Twitter. Sorry, I had peanuts. Someone on Twitter said they had exactly the same problem 2 days ago. They started coughing, And then they started coughing, and then they lost their voice as well. And I'm wondering, maybe it is a peculiar bug going round. Maybe it is a peculiar bug. Not sure if that's too bright. Now we'll leave it. Right, let's get this in here. Dot. And we'll go with the dot there. E-form button, is that right? That's causing me a problem, that is. E-form button. Is it E-form button? I'm not sure I've written that right. There's been loads more videos coming out with affiliate commissions again. Keeps getting me mad whenever I see someone doing that. I can't help it. And I do need to edit a video as well today. I recorded it just before I went live. Oh, I know. It's all right. I mean, I've got the inspect over here. The inspect is over here on... You can't... Not here. Because, sorry, let me get my fingers right. So what you can see right now is obviously an Elementor. And then I got over here on my other screen, I've got the inspect bit there. So I'm just experimenting with one of the buttons. Getting it to do exactly what I want it to do. But I think I'm clicking on the wrong area. Am I clicking on the wrong area? I'm not an expert coder on CSS by a long shot. Nothing like some of you. You guys are real experts on CSS. Hey Andrew, how you doing? I'm just checking something. So if I'm looking away, it's because I'm just checking something. All right. E-form button. Hey Tugedi, how you doing? What are you working on today, Tugedi? Is it Tugedi? How I pronounce your name? Am I getting that right? Yeah, very true. Kevin Powell is. But remember, Pixstar, you are an expert. You're probably more of an expert in CSS than me. You're more of an expert than someone who never uses CSS. You're more of an expert than basically anyone who doesn't use CSS. Just like I'm probably more of an expert in dynamic microphones than someone who does not have a dynamic microphone. You know, experiences and what we do can help to dictate what we are an expert in, basically. So you are an expert, my friend, okay? You're an expert. It's weird though. I thought that was the code I wrote as well, so why did that not work? There you go, exactly, and that's what it is. It's like I'm not an expert. I'm an expert in iPhones, right? I know loads of stuff, but I'm not an expert in Android. Never used Android. Do you know what? I've never had an Android smartphone. I don't know anything about Android. I'm not. Hey, George. Here comes the master expert. What up, George? What up? Finally, that's the bit I was. You're George. You're an expert of ninja style hacking. No, you're an expert. You're. What I like about George is he has a great way of problem solving. George has a great way of problem solving. He thinks methodically. I really like that about George. He does a lot of methodical thinking. I like that. You know. Yeah, methodical thinking. Oh, hold on, I've got these in the wrong position. Yep, name, blah, 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 blah. Right, okay, so width is 300. Email, we will go with margin top, and I will go with 200 pixel, something like that. Andrew, you are an expert too. Do you know what, Pixar? I think I like that, what you just said. Think binary, analyze things, do try things like trial and error. This is key. It is. It's how I've learned to do a lot of things. There is a heck of a lot of trial and error involved, right? And I'm not afraid to say that because it works, right? What you do works. Top margin, we'll go with 120 something. No, 120 is not good. Let's go with 80, and then that would be 160. And then the message form, I will explain what I'm doing here as well. Oh, George, by the way, George. What I'm doing here is I'm just playing around for the desktop. For the mobile, I would not be activating this. This would only be on where the media screen is greater than 720. I'm just messing around, Andrew. I'm just messing around on a bit of code. So don't worry, George. You're absolutely right. This would only be at media. At the minute, I'm still playing around with it. And I've got to just sort a few things out, like the shading is all completely off and all of that. In fact, I wouldn't even have that. Typography. Ooh, there we go. I'd probably go with something like that. So I'm just playing around at the moment. So don't worry too much. Oh yeah, so Pixar, what it is I'm just basically saying, you know, when you get a form and your form looks a certain way, I'm just trying to show how. I think you can see what I'm doing. Hold on, I'm missing something here, aren't I? Ah, here we go. Height. Is it height? Oh, why has that gone like that? Oh, yeah, sorry. Ignore me. Messages, here we go. It's down here. I think if I do... No, content. If I go to message 7, advanced. So basically what I'm doing is if I go back over here and I take this entire code out just for a moment, right? That's kind of like your traditional form and all of that kind of thing. You know, where you got your message is always going to be below, right? But what if you wanted to go for something a little bit different? Like, I don't know, something like that. You know, do you get what I mean? So you wanted just a slightly different look or feel for it. Yeah, repositioning the form elements, Andrew. That's kind of it. Oh, right, text resize none, yep. So, it's a test. By the way, this is a test website, all right? This is just me where I mess around and crap and stuff. But it's just a different look. So let me just update. Let me just update that, so I can play around with the tutorial on that eventually. Right, I need to open up iMovie because I need to edit a video I did as well. Not him. His video came out the other day. He got a trophy for judo. I was shocked. He got a trophy for judo. What skullduggery is this? You know, how the heck did he get a trophy for judo? It's impossible. Right? He should not get a trophy for judo. But he did. So I was quite impressed by him, to be honest, by the way. So, right. Right, I'll tell you now, okay? I have seen him in judo. When they practice against other people, where they have to throw them, the only time he is able to throw is when there's this other girl there who's about 4 years old. That's the only time he's able to throw them. Everyone else, not a chance. Not a chance. Even if they pretend to fall over, he's the one that falls over. Hey, Sue. Nice one. Go for it, Andrew. Hey, Stacey. How are you? My voice is getting better. My voice is getting better. Do you remember I did that video? The one where you click the icon, you click a little video and then a bigger video pops up. I've changed it now. just to be a bit more efficient in how you create it. So I'm creating that video. Yeah, you're right, Pixstar. It's more of a protective, defensive. Yeah, you are right. They're very one of the very first things. Thank you. One of the very first things they teach you is about falling. So when you fall, you got to go like that. You got to hit the mat, boom, fall down, boom, to protect yourself. So yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that. Ugh. Let's get this in. Break falls, that's it. What are you up to, Zoom? Anything change with you? What are you up to? Hey, Dave. Okay, so in terms of David, I've kind of emailed, well, I've sent a message to that person just to say, hey, tell me more about what you have on offer and what you do. I want to probe them a little bit, okay? Watch out the window. When creating a staging site with the hosting company prior, how do you build a website so it's not? When creating a staging site, how do you build a website so it's not live? Well, to be honest, the easiest way is to do it on a local WP, so you're building on your machine and not live. No props, Dave. And do you know something, Dave? I didn't know this, but that person already follows me. How did that happen? So she already follows me. How did that happen? Hey, Mark. Yeah, so what Pixstar is saying, subdomain, local WP, or you just put a coming soon page on, right? So, and that coming soon page does not have the header or footer, so they can't go deeper into the website. But I mean, I've been on the writers circuit, Dave, for about 12 years. Festival of Writing, writing events, stuff like that. So maybe, maybe she started following me from a long time back. Hey, Astral, how are you doing? It's probably way past your bedtime, Astral. So what happened with Constantine soon? What happened with him? Hey, Catherine, by the way, just saw your name there. Well, that's the thing, isn't it, Dave? Maybe what she does is she follows writers or people who have a bit of an influence in hope that they help to promote her as well. That wouldn't surprise me. Whoa, why have you been banned from 87 Discord servers, Astral? Come on, what have you done? What have you done? And being banned is not a good thing, right? But what have you done? My mouse, where's my mouse? Ah, come on, Astral, you're better than that. Don't get yourself into trouble, mate, okay? So I'm just gonna edit this as we're talking. I stop and stutter in this video way, 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 way too much. Way, way, way too much. I've got to edit out chunks. Loads of stuff I've got to edit out. Sometimes editing can be a pain. You know when you do a video, or Catherine, you know what I'm talking about. How do you find editing videos, Catherine? Not the live chats, but you know when you do a video. How frustrating is it when you have to sit there and watch back a 20-minute video to catch all the moments where you stop and stuttered? So it's just a video I recorded today because I haven't done one for over a week, which is like, for me. So there's just another video I want to get out. So I'm just editing on iMovie the video for that. I know what you mean. Yeah, ScreenFlow. I think it's just there were quite a bit of there was quite a bit of moments where I had to repeat myself because I did something really wrong, or there was a bit where I was doing a video, and you know how at the moment you can see my face in the bottom right corner. It was a smaller version of me, but my avatar, me, I was covering a key part of the screen. So I'm talking about a setting. I'm talking about something you got to do, and I was covering it with my face. So I had to redo that entire section again. No, YouTubers, no, Pixar. I don't stutter. I give expletives. So when I get something wrong, I'm like, oh, damn. I'm like that, okay? I'm like that. Yeah, very true, Catherine. Normally, yeah, I agree. When you get into the flow, you fly through, right? But with me, I did it, and I did a massive chunk, and I had to redo the whole of it because it just screwed up what I did. It just screwed everything up, and that was a pain. Yeah, very true, Astral. Once you've relieved yourself of something that's on your mind, it does mean you are now free to do other stuff. Do you know what I mean? Oh, isn't it true, Catherine? You know when you're doing it and you go, oh, and then you got to go, right, calm down, back into the flow. Sorry, I've just got to make sure I edit this properly. Because when you edit, you've always got to make sure they sync. Oh no. Sometimes that happens, Astral, doesn't it? Sometimes that happens. Oh yeah, I know. No, sorry, what's that, Sue? Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, it's well, for me it's command. So for me it's the command button and B. Yeah, but because I've got the mouse, I just like to be very specific with where I position it, and then I split there. I just go with that. I just do that. Don't get too focused on it, Astral. Don't get too focused on it. Hate is, you don't want, there's no need hating. There's no need to hate. You just move on, okay? You just move on. Because what I'm doing is I'm playing and then doing it, and because my hand is, one of my hands is here, and my mouse, and my hand's on the mouse, yeah, it's quicker and easier for me just to right click and do that rather than move this hand and go Command B, right, and then put my hand back on the mouse. So by having him hand just on the mouse, Astral is 14. I think he's 14. Fear leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to the dark side. Or is it the other way around? I can't remember now, but yeah. Does that make sense, Sue? That's why I kind of use the mouse, because then I'm not having to go like that and then put the hand back on the mouse. It's just, I don't know, when you do many videos, you get a bit like, oh, gotta edit another video. It's a bit frustrating. Life is too short to hate people. Absolutely right. Do you know what? There's quite a lot of people I dislike. There are people I have a bit of a grudge against, but rather than hating, what I do is don't mix with them. Right? I don't go into their, I don't entertain them. I don't mix, talk with them. They're not on my Facebook. They're not on my, I don't do that. So by not doing that, that means that I'm not having to now activate the grudge, if that makes sense. Yeah, Pixar says go along, move on. So by not being with them, because I know the way they behave, the way they talk, the way they come across, the way they will behave around me is gonna, I won't react to it, but inside I will feel, I won't be happy. And then when you go home, you're feeling even, it weighs on your mind. Why did they say that to me? Why did they look at me like that? What did I do to them? So you just don't join with them. You just kind of go, right, they can do what they want, right? Because they'll, it's up to them, and you do what you want to do and be happy. I still prefer the dark side, though. No, yeah. Padawan. Because the way the way to think about it, Astral, is imagine loads of people hating you. Loads of people hate you, right? And no, hold on, let me work it out the other way around. Yeah, loads of people hate you. You would then be you should be saying to them or to yourself is, why are they talking to me then? If these 10 people hate my guts, they don't like me, they don't like what I do, they hate my guts, why are they talking to me? Right? Distance yourself away from them. because I used to work with loads of people in one of my jobs where a lot of them hated me. It was almost like I could never fully understand what have I done to deserve this hate, and often it was jealousy, or they had ulterior motives, and I just don't hang around with them. I just don't hang around with them. Don't put yourself into the lava pit. Yeah, well, Astral, you know what I would say? Just stay away from them then. Stay away from them. It ain't worth it. Cool. So just editing the video as I'm there. That's a real shame, Catherine. Like when it's only your boss appreciates you. It was a funny one because I worked somewhere once where like 75% of my team appreciated me, but there was 25% where we just didn't get on, and I did everything I could for them. And I think one of the main reasons for why they didn't like me, the 25%, was when I first joined the NHS in 2002. Two of those people were basically the senior managers. They were the senior managers. And I came in £5 an hour, copy typing. And then eventually I became their head and I was now managing them. And I just feel like they never let it go. They never let it go that I'd worked my way up to that position. Hey, Interpret. And so they did everything they could to just make my life a misery, really, kind of thing. Go for your toasted cheese, mate. Yeah, you know what, Andrew? I totally get that. I totally get that. I'm very much. I always prefer to know I've made a difference and helped someone, rather than chasing the sale. And it's not that I'm not good at it. It's just when you're misleading someone to get the sale, you're kind of conning them a little bit. You're promising. You're over-promising. You know you're never going to deliver, but you overdo that. Absolutely, Mark. Basically, the two most senior people in the Leicester team, in my team at the time, they were the PCT leads back then, and God, did they? You know what I find really funny though? We can't name names here, Mark, but one of those people that basically went all the way to the top to complain about me, after I was moved out of Leicester, that person within 2 months was performance managed out of the NHS. Did you know that? And it's like, they didn't listen to me. All right, just reading the comments here. Yeah, the two clowns in links. That was worse. Oh, sorry, your message has disappeared, Interpret. Yeah, that's very true, Soom. However, Soom, you could have a degree and you still could be earning £10 an hour. Just because you have a degree does not mean you automatically get 25,000, 30,000, 40,000, or a PhD does not automatically guarantee you anything. Experience, aptitude, and attitude can help you a huge amount. So don't think that you got to have a degree and you're going to be earning over a 10. You could have a degree and still be earning £10 an hour. It depends on the job, right? It depends on the job as well. It depends on where you go as well. Maybe you get a teaching degree, you go into teaching, right? Engineering. So it depends on the degree and what you do. But at the same time, you can get a job, work your way up once you got your foot in the door without a degree. So it all kind of, the thing I would say soon, to make the question more relatable to you, right? There you go, look what Mark's just said. That is so true. So you can have a degree, but what I would say, Soom, is, what do you want to get a degree in? So rather than saying, I want to get a degree, what do you want to get a degree in? Because if you get a degree just to get a certain job, is your heart in it? Because you won't then study. So what do you want to get a degree in? Don't say business studies. Everyone says business studies. And I'm like, just watch YouTube. But what do you want to get a degree in? I mean, the funny thing is, Mark, is I still get Facebook messages or emails or text messages from so many of my old staff over there in Leicester that say they really wish I was back there, just because it's not great. But anyway, hey Melissa, you see, can you do a degree in marketing? Have you seen a degree in marketing, Sue? Have you seen a degree in marketing? I think there might be a degree. There must be a degree in social digital marketing, right? There must be. I'm going to set this to be... Start touching the width. I'm going to set this to be VW. Forget that. Content. We're going to say the... It only kind of takes up maybe about 30% roughly of the screen, because I don't want it to take up the... Ah, cool. Okay, so there is a degree in marketing. But that's what I mean, Soom. That's what I mean. You got to think about... sometimes when you do a degree in something, you're going to learn stuff that you don't care about, but you got to do it. However, if you have no interest in C++, Java, Ruby, and all of that, then I would say, why are you doing it? And also the computer science degree or whatever, that's more for that's for hardcore programming, right? That's not marketing, yeah? In fact, Mark's just put that. Yeah, how would a computer science degree help you with marketing? Exactly what he said as well. So, I mean, come on, let's be honest here. When you look at digital social media marketers now, how many of them know anything about programming? Zilch. All they know about is good graphics and clickbait and messaging and starting a conversation, engagement, ruffling feathers. What can we put that's going to make you go, ooh, I want to click that. I want to go there, you know? I mean, if you want to learn marketing to grow your business, then I'm not sure you need a degree in marketing. What you would probably want to do is join the Mastery membership with us. I can't spread my arms wide. In fact, wait, hold on. You need to join the Mastery membership. Right? But I wouldn't do a degree. I mean, if it's more about growing your business, because I would say that a marketing degree was more about... You could do it, but I would then say the cost of the degree, you got to weigh it up. The cost of the degree, what are you going to get out of it, right? And are you going to see it through? Do something you're going to see it through. All right, I've been there, okay? You start one degree, you leave it, you start another one. It takes a lot of time out of your life, okay? Exactly what Mark said. And you get us. Can you imagine your tutors being me and Mark? And that's just the way it is, Zoom. That's just the way it is. Like, unless you can do it locally, or you can find an online course or something. But like I said, you know who we are. But we're not here to sell you anything, all right? But just be sure about what you're doing and why you're doing it. It might not look like I'm doing anything, but I am editing a video. I mean, I'm thinking about doubling the charge for international soon anyway, so get in now, soon, get in now. Not really. Don't worry, Andrew. I mean, you're here on the live chat, okay? And that's until we start charging tickets to attend live chats. So what would happen is you would have to go to a ticket venue with your passport to prove you are who you are. Then you will get a ticket. You will then have to bring the ticket over to your camera. It will have a QR code on. It will scan it, and then you will be allowed to enter in the live chats. But for now, you are allowed to be here. I have to say, George, do you know what? I would say it was after our 20 or 30th client, very early on, that I started to become a little bit more hard on the pricing. So I would decide, here's the lowest price we do. I mean, I don't go below it. And no matter how much of a sob story I get from the client, no matter how much of a sob story, I kind of was like, I don't care. And it sounds really harsh, but the problem is that when you start caring, the next sob story you go lower, the next sob story you go lower. You go lower and lower and lower and lower. And then in the end, you're doing loads of work for little value. And that's when you start to hate what you're doing. So very, very I'm very hard on this is the lowest we can give you. Tory Britain. Very good point, Andrew. Just checking the comments here. Soon, I mean, my plan is to get work permit visa in the UK, work for 5 years, get ILR, indefinite leave to remain, and start a business there. If you've got a plan and you know what you're going to do soon, execute it. Go for it. But just be sure of what you're doing. Just be sure of what you're doing. I mean, the prices in the UK are very high right now, okay? Very high. Hey, Atif. Sorry, you came in earlier. I'm just replying to you now. Sorry. Hope you're okay. How are you? Lovely weather, isn't it? I mean, what's it like for you down in London? Must be really hot. Really hot. I mean, earlier today, walked to drop my son off at school. Really hot. We are going to say save and close. That is now ready for us to now add to our dummy page. But we are going to activate it with a mini animated GIF. This is the full 20 megabyte video. We will have the animated GIF, which we will click. That's going to open it up. Come on, Eileen. Say I'll be mean. Well, it's not say I'll be mean, but anyway. Hey Mark, how you doing? Fanning, how you doing? Yeah, doing okay. Voice is getting better. Recorded a video I've been meaning to do for a while. Got a couple of more videos. I'm just playing around with them. Got some stuff I need to help out Bertha with as well. And then obviously we got our 5-day live challenge. We're on day 3. And it's going quite well so far at the moment. Got a great crowd of people that are part of the 5-day challenge. A lot of fun. 49 degrees, I would melt. Oh, excellent, Inderpreet. Inderpreet, you got an international client and one other. And where did you get them from? Was this on LinkedIn, Fiverr? How did you find them? Tell us about how you found them. Where did you get them from? Fiverr? Where was it? Down the road? Really good news. Hey, Carrie, how you doing? Yeah, so Inderpreet, you got an international client and another one yesterday. Tell us all about that. How did you get them? Is it really cold in Cornwall, Mark? It is. There's a bit of a breeze, but it's nice and warm. It really is quite warm, I have to say. Just got to move my camera thing a little bit. There you go. It really is quite warm. Yeah, Inderpreet, come on, we're all waiting. We all want to know, how did you get those clients? Come on, Inderpreet, tell us. The challenge is going really well though, Atif. It's like the A to Z of what do we do before we start working on a website. There you go. I mean, sometimes recommendations really do help. LinkedIn is a funny one because it's a hit and miss sometimes. The recommendations can really, really help a lot. The thing about LinkedIn is you don't want to come across as desperate, but you do want to come across as like someone who knows their stuff. You're an expert. George, you haven't got time to watch Divi videos, all right? You haven't got time to watch Divi. You just need to stay here and learn Elementor. You don't need to learn Divi. You already know enough Divi. You don't need to do any more. just going to go over here, and I am going to drop, I'm going to go for an image, and I'm just going to drop the image here. Don't worry about where I drop it. We're then going to go over here and pick our animated GIF. Editing videos can be so tedious. Zoom. I wouldn't say it take. How easy is it to learn German? I suppose it's like many languages. It's down to your time and dedication. Yeah, Artie. So I keep seeing this a lot about the whole Gutenberg, the whole bricks, the whole, different way of doing things. And I don't think if I knew that for whatever reason the future of Elementor was sinking, you would probably have no choice but to start learning about something else and get your head round it, right? But I am just like pure Elementor. It works for me. It does what I want it to do to a point. It's continuously getting better and developing, and hopefully there'll be bigger and better things coming out. I just think that, like with bricks or any other page builder, even Divi, you want to learn one of them inside out. And if I start to learn another, I might feel that maybe I start to confuse myself. I don't know. George is probably going to be a better person to clarify that because he does a lot of Divi and some Elementor. So how has he found it when you're shifting between page builders, right? And it's like how to explain it? How to explain? So in the old days, right? When you had Microsoft Word, and then before the Mac and Apple had like the Word and Excel version, you had numbers. Do you remember that? Numbers for the Mac. Imagine you're working on a Word document at work, and then when you get home, you work on it on your Mac with numbers, and then you go back to work with Word. And it's the same document, or you're trying to do the similar thing. You sometimes, you get your mind is like, oh no, that's Word. No, that's Mac. So I'm a little bit just pure Elementor, but that's just me. Haha, Zoom, you still use numbers. That's pretty impressive, Zoom, if you're learning Korean. Bricks is a page builder. There's quite a lot of YouTube influencers use it, but most of them are. I do feel like a lot of them are jumping on the bandwagon though at the moment. Just like a lot of them are jumped onto the Gutenberg bandwagon. I have no issue with 3.7.1. I have no issue with 3.7.1. I have heard of some people having an issue mark, but that's usually where they have some Elementor add-ons, and there's been a bit of an issue. But if you just got Elementor and Elementor Pro, you should be okay. I'm just going to align it say make this be a horizontal orientation to the right, and we want it to be at the bottom. This is a chunk bit of the video that I had to delete so much out because I got it so wrong what I did here. Well, I didn't get it wrong. My avatar that you can see now, this circle, was covering a key part of the video, so I had to get rid of it. Yeah, take care, Dave. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Mark, when I tested it on, so you know this website that you see right now here, this is a test website. And this website has got about 25 plugins. Loads of plugins. Stuff I generally use. And on my test website, I updated it. And so far, it's been fine. However, so I would say, okay, Zoom. So in the previous year, it was about 65. Zoom. 65. This is 65. I mean, generally, I would say wait a week, Mark. I would always say wait a week. But if you've got a test website or a staging website, you can test it now. Update and go for it. Stego, Artif's got essential add-ons and it's okay for him. Some of the issues people reported were with the navigation menu. But then a lot of them had some other add-on stuff. And I always wonder, was it more to do with that? Because I didn't get that problem. The thing is, though, Zoom, is that, like, no, Zoom. You got, so, some of our websites are not $1,000 or £1,000. Some are higher. Then on top of that, you have hosting income, maintenance income. Then you might have some people that come with, like, they want something done later on. So you built the website, 6 months later, you do another bit on it, or you do some SEO, so there's some add-on costs and stuff like that. So, and we changed our pricing model as well. So, you know. Yeah, we do. We offer SEO. I mean, we have a video on rank math. You know, we have a video on rank math and all of that. But yeah, we offer SEO as well. You know, it's the keywords, the Google Search Console, the Google Analytics. It's kind of, maybe you got to modify your page. So ask a question in the page, which is a good SEO question. Like, let's say your website is about digital marketing. One of your headlines should be, why should you use digital marketing? As a header too. Rank math, you know, your sitemap, Google, pick that up. So if anyone searches, why do you need digital marketing? Your website might crop up in the search results. See, that was me, George, asking. So yeah, I suppose, if you jump between the two a lot, you probably would get used to what you can and can't do. Back to editing this video. No, Andrew, I'll give it to you here, the rank math one. I'll give it to you, Andrew. Hold on. So I got sidetracked by just editing this video because something doesn't make sense. Let me get you the rank math one. So, rank math. There we go. Yeah, that's the plan, Soom. That's the plan. You know, sometimes you have to take a step back and get things into place, and then you accelerate further. The thing about Elemental is like what George is saying. Sometimes it's just different ways, and often when I share a way of doing something, there's probably a better way of doing it. It's just how I sometimes implement and do things. E-update failed, Mark. If you get that, sometimes what you need to do is disconnect your license in Elementor, deactivate the account, go to elementor.com, right? Remove the website from your license, and then what you want to do is go back to your website and reactivate it. Sometimes you got to do that. So you can see. And it keeps looping. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to quickly edit this bit of the video. Right, cool. Yeah, that bit's done. Just back to the messages. Really, George? You're getting that message as well? I didn't get that. I didn't get that. Maybe that's what it is. The fact that, I mean, I did it yesterday and it was fine. So if you're getting it today, it might be, just hold tight. Wait for an hour. If it is a server issue, and I think, George, you're probably on the money there, I would just wait 1 hour. Just wait an hour. Back from watering the garden. The alpacas fed and walked. Rained every day. Well, you're in Cornwall, aren't you? You're near the coast. But you know what? When the weather is gorgeous in Cornwall, I bet people are proper jealous of you, Mark. Like, proper jealous of you. I know I would be. Rain, rain, rain over you. Oh, sorry to hear that. Ooh, that does not sound good, Catherine. I can't even imagine how that would feel. Right, I think this video is edited and I can get it published. Do you know what's funny though, George? And I think some of you might have noticed this. I had 2 videos come out today. One of them was a web bulk resize video I did a while ago. So I released one about a week ago, and then I released another one, 2 weeks ago, and then another one today, because I forgot I did it. I don't know, RT. Maybe you got to download it as a PNG, maybe, and then put it into bulk resize photos. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, not sure about that. when it's a lot of images, it is super annoying. When it's a lot of images, it is super, super annoying. It depends on how many images you got. Whoops, camera's shaking. There, sorry, the camera was shaking then because of my feet. But when it's a lot, it's bad. Bad news. Bad news. How old is your MacBook, Atif? How old is it? How old is you? Yeah, how old is it? Setup. The word setup is ringing a bell, but I can't picture in my head what it does or where I would use it. Can you tell us a bit more, Catherine? Zoom. Set app. So what's your process then, Zoom? So where you've got this system that converts to WebP, resizes, and provides a fallback. Well, that sounds quite interesting. Mark, have you got a backup? Can you load a backup up? Right, Atif. So I take it then yours is before the M1 chip then, isn't it? Yours is before the M1 chip. So Mark, what I'm saying is, you know your host provider, do you have a backup? So what you do is you load a backup. So if it's affected your website or anything like that, use a backup. Oh, if it's a new empty site, then you don't. Then it's probably not so bad. Zoom, do a video on it. You never know. Do a video on it. Don't say it. Do it. Go on, do it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Zoom, do it. My only thing though is I prefer to do stuff where I'm not having to add in any extra plugins. Hold on, I've just got a door knock. I'll be back in a moment. Hold on. Hey, back door. Yeah, hey Rasmus. So border issue on Accordion. Um, if the code doesn't work for you, then I would say look at what other CSS you got. I know that code works because I've used it and other people have as well. So this is to do with the accordion, Rasmus. So when you hide the top one, the border disappears. However, yeah, bicycles. So what you need to do is just double check it. I mean, have you got any other code on there? Have you made sure you've got the right CSS class name, maybe? And you did watch the video properly, right? You didn't skip anything. Do you mean, do I have Elementor Pro? Yes, of course I do. Do you mean me? Me or you? Who are we talking about here? I don't know, Pigstar, did I? I was like, yes, I do. I'll be back in a moment. I don't eat a lot of carbs, but I do have the odd little chunk of dark chocolate. I mean, this is nasty. This is 85% cocoa. I might as well pick up mud and just shove mud in my mouth. I can't even bite it. It's rock hard. Yeah, this one's Tesco. And look, you can see my teeth mark because you wanted to see it. It's an acquired taste, right, Catherine? Very funny, Jimmy. I can't laugh too hard because of my throat. Yeah, take care, Mark. To be honest, I'm going to drop as well now in about 4 minutes, everyone. I've been live for about 1 hour 40 and I don't want to overdo the voice. Yes, it is Zoom. I went to De Montfort Uni to do my law degree. De Montfort Uni is good. It's got a great reputation. De Montfort Uni is fine. It's where I got my law degree. The lawn, go for it, Andrew. Yeah, but Soom, who said that? So I would say, whoever says that where they make you fail, I would question them. Did they fail? So they're now trying to blame everyone else. It's not their fault, it's everyone else's fault, Soom. Take care, Jimmy. 250. 250 pixel. 250 pixel, George. Cheers, Jimmy. You take care too. All right. 250 pixel. Yeah. Okay. Take care, everyone. I'm going to shoot off now, I think, as well. I do need to rest my voice. Go grab a cup of tea or something ridiculous. Take it easy. Take care. Stay safe, all of you, all right? It's always great fun to do these. Do you know what I mean? See you all soon. Bye.